Hiya, welcome back. Right, I'm going to do 3 pictures today, and this is the first one. I'm going to talk a little bit about the gear I'm using first, and do a bit of long exposure photography because of the water, to slow the water down. You'll see the effect. Now the camera and the lens I'm using, this is a wide angle 10-20. It's not a fast lens, it's not an expensive lens. Wide angle does what it says on the tin. It's really wide, and because it's a 10-20mm, the scene is stretched out, because we see roughly around 50mm, and anything greater than 50mm, the scene is brought towards us, more compressed. But this is stretched out. So the bridge I'm going to show you now is going to look further away in the picture, and that's the scene I am looking at now. I've got my histogram put on. I've got it on live view. I can now, I'm on manual. I can now move my dial up and down. And with a histogram, I'm trying to make sure that each side, this is the dark side, that's the light side, that the graph isn't going off either side. And if it doesn't go off either side, then you've got detail in all your picture. So on my manual mode now, I'm going to set my ISO at its lowest ISO, which is 100. Already set there. I'm going to get this as high as I can, because I want to slow that water down. And you don't have to have filters, especially in a dark scene like this. But filters are like sunglasses for your camera. They will help to slow down the exposure. So let's have a look what exposure we've got now. We've got just under a second there. Let's take the picture. I've got it on yeah. I'll put it on a 2-second timer, look. So when I press this, it gives it like 2 seconds and the camera will start wobbling. So let's take the picture. 1, 2, taking picture. Voila. Let's have a look. I've got some blinkies coming through there, which means then the highlights are clipped. Well, you can do 3 different pictures. You can do underexposed, normal exposed and overexposed, and then combine them together in Lightroom or Photoshop, 3 in a stack, to make an HDR. So let's lower down the exposure. I'll put it on live view again for you. Let's do a really dark one now. Just for the water, this. I'm focused 1/3 into the scene. And if you see now, let's have a look at that picture. Looking very dark, but the water's not as frothy as I'd like. Let's come back out now. Let's overexpose it. Hang on, wrong way. You can do this as bracketing in one of your camera settings, but I like to do it like this. And this is for your highlights on your rocks and stuff like that, so you've got detail in your rocks later on. There you go. You can combine all 3 of them pictures now. Because your camera's not moved, they'll combine perfectly in Lightroom or Photoshop or any other editing software. Right, I'm going to bore you now. Because I haven't got all the filters, the Lee filters and the bestest filters, right? So all I've got with me today is a polarizing filter, which takes the glare off water and shiny things, and a 3-stop filter. And the reason I've got a 3-stop filter is because they're cheap. And combined with a polarizer, it will give you an extra stop. It means you can block the light out that little bit more. So I'm going to put that on, and I'm going to take the images again. Hopefully I don't drop them in the river. Alright, hang on now. It's hard work this, because my lackey is over there on bench reading Kobo. Right, what I mean by a long exposure, when the shutter is open for a longer time. The camera is gathering more information on the sensor, and I'm going to give you an example now, right? Let's go to the camera a minute. That is set for 2 seconds, meaning the shutter is going to be open for 2 seconds. I'm going to walk in front of this camera now and move and see what happens. So I've got 2 seconds now. So I'm only moving gently. Like I've had a drink, innit? Right, let's have a look at the image. I'm not even on it. We'll do that again. Right. Stand really still, just gently move. Right. See what that does. And there's the image. Now I kind of look like a ghost on it, don't I? And that's because the shutter's open for that amount of time. It's taking in all the information, including all my movements. When you see these old pictures of people taking, oh, there's a ghost here, it could be just somebody walking past. It's all long exposure because it can't take it in, and it makes it look like there's ghosts everywhere. It makes it look like the entire country's haunted, but it's not. Simple. You can empty shopping squares doing this. So like if you take a picture of a shopping square and you have it on a really long exposure, because the buildings aren't moving and the people who disappear, apart from the ones that don't move, like mimes. You know what I mean? So this is why when you're taking pictures of water, waves, waterfalls, even skies, the water will go into like a candy floss, it's been described as, like a fuzzy type of, because it's moving, isn't it? It's not like split second. What you got to watch with water is it's white, so you will get overexposure. You will get highlights that are burnt out in your image. So you have to find the perfect setting just for your water, and that's experimentation. So take a couple of images, and if you can't get the balance right, take more than one image and then combine the 3 or the 2 or whatever you want to take. But that's how it happens. I find it fascinating. Oh yeah, I'm going to go down now to my final location in Kennel Vale. Are we on? Are we on? Step 1. Location this. So step 1, find composition. Live view, go through back of camera. Try all sorts of angles. My bag's just fell over. Try all sorts of angles. I'm only going to try a few here, because last time I did this, I tripped over, I also sat on my butties and my knees have gone. So we're going to try for a higher point of view. Have a look, have a look.
Why is it slow?
I don't know, it's because it's dark.
The hand was moving, it wasn't in time.
I'm going to try and do a few here. So what I'm doing here, I'm going to do probably half a dozen different compositions, but because of the video and you getting bored, right, I'm going to do it quick. But the building and the stick sticking out, show them, show them. I like the stick or the ledge, wooden ledge sticking out. That is going to be my focal point. Once I'm set up, I've got to wait for the light to come through. because it's mixed cloud and sun today, and light is what we want because light makes it more interesting. Light gives it depth, light gives it character. So I'm going to get on with it now. They nearly fell again then. Because I've got the leaves in the foreground here, I'm going to focus on the leaves, take a shot of my 3 underexposed, exposed and overexposed, and then I'm going to focus on my focal point, which is, like I said, that ledge sticking out, and I'm going to do 3 images again. Therefore I'll have 6 images and I won't get back and I won't be going, I wish I'd have took more, because I'll have them.
Ain't going in time with your words.
Focusing on the leaves. I'm taking a normal exposed image. Still on the leaves, I'm taking an underexposed image. Focused on the leaves, overexposed image. Now, I'm going to my focal point. On this camera, when you're in live view, you can zoom in up to 10 times, and then you can manually make sure that your focal point is sharp. So I'm going to focus on my focal point and make sure it's sharp. Right, that's sharp now. So just for consistency, I'm going to do normal exposed, underexposed and overexposed. Still pointing out that we still have the light, the dappled light. Underexposed. So the light now, or any highlights on the water, will still have detail. I've gone 1 stop over now for my highlights. So the water will be overexposed. Some of the sunspots will be overexposed. But when I want to dodge and burn, which most people do, don't let them tell you any different, I've got the detail in the image to be able to do that and have a nice, correct, exposed picture. Right, so there we go. I can do this now. I've taken 6 images. She still thinks she's holding the camera. So I've taken 6 images, underexposed, exposed and overexposed. I've focused on my foreground, underexposed, overexposed, etc. and my focal point. Again, all 3. Now I'm using an f-stop of about f9, which will, a lot of photographers will just tell you to just focus a third into the image and the rest of it will be sharp, right? That's fine, I do that myself. You can use f16, f11, f9, f8, depends what suits you at the time. That's how I see it, right? So on this image though, I want to make sure, I don't want to leave this place without making sure everything's sharp and I've got all the highlights and all the darks. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to explore another, like I said, 4 or 5 compositions, even wait and see what the light does to get at least, if I come away today with at least 1 really nice image of this scene which I like, I'll be happy. So if you like this video and this instructional thing, and if I've left anything out, you tell me in the comments and I will either answer you, or I might even do another video of enough people say, well, what about this, Jason? I'll just let you know, I'll help. See you later, see you next time. Jason Edwards and wifey, Kennel Vale, Cornwall.
I don't care.